So I joined back into my world today, and I was looking over here in my mob farm. I was seeing what I got inside my anti-barrel, and then wow, that happened, and then realized, really, these are part of the loot from mobs apparently, and yeah, this is these both were in here. I feel yeah, I could have literally leveled up had I just waited a little bit longer, but you know what? I feel a lot better being I feel a lot better not being a vampire. But some things did change in this mod pack that I really wasn't aware of. I did see there was some changes to Construct's Armory, but I didn't know that they were going to be this devastating to my armor. As you can see, I don't really have armor on, even though I do, because the materials were changed, I guess, in the config for the armor that I'm wearing. And yeah, completely just broke my armor entirely. My armor is useless at this point. I mean, it's just completely useless. So I need to redo my armor, but I was thinking, you know what, instead of just redoing my armor, I'm not too worried about it. It did give me a lot of extra health bars, but I can also gain those from eating different foods. You know what, it gave me a lot more health, but I think I'm gonna go with Ender.io armor. I think I'm gonna feel a lot better with that. So dark steel is how you do that, and we're gonna need to make some dark steel armor. Now this stuff is actually really powerful. This is some really good armor, and especially when you start leveling it up and you start getting some of the good perks that it has, like the damage reduction for power. That's when this becomes super powerful. So just throwing it on, I mean, we do have a little bit of resistance, but not that much. So we need to get some upgrades going on this. If you hold shift over the items, you can see that, of course, we can upgrade those. The one thing I want to go towards right now is getting that empowered up, which is going to require a little bit of alloy smelting and things like that. But once we have it, we should be pretty good. Now, I do have a quest over here from us going to the Beneath, and it gave us an iron golem, which is super nice. So we also got some more grog. Nice. Oh man. All right. So let's place this iron golem and kind of replace it with the mob imprisonment tool. And that's right. We are going to kill ourselves a lot of iron golem. And what this should do is give us a lot of flowers, but also give us a lot of roses. Now it's going to take a little bit of time to kill them, so I might start working on upgrades, but it'll also give us some experience. We might need some way to, yeah, definitely make these guys a little bit quieter. Well, they're actually not that loud up here. So while this is running, let's go ahead and throw this armor in here. Let's take a look at what it's going to take to upgrade our armor. I think there is some hotkeys. Let's see, the empowered. We need to take a look at these upgrades, because Ender.io actually kind of upgraded their upgrade system, I guess you could say. And so you have these different levels of empowered. Let's see right here. So we start off with the empowered here, and then it goes up to empowered 2, 3, 4, and then I think it goes all the way up to 5. Each time we add this, it's going to add a level of absorption for damage, which is super nice. And yeah, Vibrant Crystal is going to be the first thing. We also need these Darksteel upgrade kits, which just require some more Darksteel, which I have a plenty of it for right now. String and clay, and we're going to be ready to go. Now, Vibrant Crystals is an emerald surrounded by these nuggets. So Vibrant is, of course, like I said, I'm going to have to be doing a little bit of work on alloy smelting, but I'm currently getting that done, so you guys don't have to kind of worry about that. So the way this armor works is we go ahead and we actually make the upgrades, and they're all going to be individual sets. And then here's the part that confused me when I first started messing with this. I actually need to give it levels. So I have to right click the item in my hand, because it takes a little bit of experience in order to actually empower this thing. And then once empowered, we can take our armor piece, and we should be able to apply it. So let's go ahead and put this in our inventory. If we shift right click it, we can see our current inventory that we have, and then we just take the actual upgraded piece and we put it in the slot that it goes in, and that will in return make our armor upgraded. So now we have all this armor that will take a little bit less durability once it's powered up. So all I got to do is stick it in here and let it get a little bit of power. And eventually we're going to have ourselves a nice way of automatically powering these things. But for right now, this is how I'm going to refill it. So on top of this armor being incredibly powerful, I went ahead and also upgraded to the tier 2 empowered. It only required a basic, just a basic node. So I went ahead and got that done. And now we're at 60. By default, just adding the 1, it gives you 50% damage absorption automatically. And it basically consumes power for that. And I also went ahead, before we do this, I also went ahead and made a diamond anvil. This right here will repair equipment. It won't repair like Tinker's tools, but like it'll repair tools that have a durability to them. And by the way, if you want to see durability, hit F3H, and that will allow advanced tooltips to be shown. And then you can start to see the actual durability number go up, which is really handy sometimes. So there we go. You can even do that on vanilla if you want to see the durability numbers. Very, very, very handy. So I'm going to take this and we're going to make this even more powerful, right? I can just do some extreme enchants on this gear. Like, not even just what I'm doing here, but I can rip all the enchants off of this gear that I just put on here by throwing it in this machine and then start to build up the enchantments that I want on my armor. So say I don't want protection. Let's go ahead and take it off, and maybe I'll get enough protection that I can combine this to give us even more protection, because I really want protection 4 or higher. I don't know if protection 4 goes any higher. I think it does. Like if we combine this, we'll get protection 4. And then if I put protection 4 on this protection 4 piece of gear, does that? It won't let me. Okay, so we can't go higher than vanilla, but still having protection 4 is amazing. And we can still rip off the enchants that we don't want from our gear. So say I don't want that Soulbound 3, even though I really do. We can take that Soulbound and use it later and take all these protections and make sure we get all the protection we want on our gear. It's super nice that we just got like all the protection right here. But yeah, we can keep enchanting the piece of gear until we get exactly what we want, and then just apply it all. Like it's that simple. So I'm going to keep doing this until we get all protection 4, and I also want unbreaking on these bad boys, and I probably want Soulbound 3 on all of these as well. It's going to be really necessary. Plus, I'm sure there's several other enchants that I can throw on this bad boy to make it even better. So at this point, man, this is gonna be super powerful armor, and man, it's super easy. So all you gotta do really is just, if you want like particular enchants that are only applicable for the gear that you have, go ahead and like put this in the enchantment factory. So take your helmet, and since you can only get certain enchants for your helmet, like Respiration, Aqua Affinity, do that and then rip the enchants off. Same for the boots. You can get special enchants specifically for your boots right here. And then I have the set select that I'm going to put on everything. So I have Unbreaking, Soulbound 3, and then we have Mending, Last Stand 2, and Protection 4 for everything. So this should be some really nice armor. Now all I got to do is place the armor in here and just start putting the things that I want on it. So I'm going to first off Unbreaking, then we'll do Soulbound, and then we'll do Mending. Perfect. Then we'll do Protection, right? And then Last Stand. And then we'll hit it with the specific items like Aqua Affinity and Respiration. There we go. So these things are looking fantastic. I'm going to let the power build back up because it does take a little bit of power to enchant each item. And you can see this gear is already becoming incredibly OP. Not to mention that we have a 60% damage reduction on power, and that goes all the way up to, I think, 75% on maxed out gear. I don't remember. It might be even more than that. So it gets pretty high. Speaking of power, we've got to fix our power problem, because right now I was looking, I don't know why, but unless something was changed in a config, this is not generating like nowhere near the amount of power that we need to be generating. And you know what may be consuming most of the power, now that I think about it, is this thing. I totally forgot about this. This is probably, yeah, we have enough iron for now. I can stop this. Actually, let that run. But actually, that's probably what's consuming most of the power. So I'll let that fill back up, and that should restore our power back to a usable state. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these things done. And one thing I want to mention, I'm not going to be using multi-jump. As much as I love multi-jump, it does become annoying after a while. So I'm not going to use that, but I will use Shadow Step. And Shadow Step is really nice as it kind of reduces the distance from which mobs will try to attack you. And then there's another one for the boots called, for our armor called Repellent. I absolutely do not want this on our gear. As much as I love it, it causes some problems. So this basically will teleport mobs away if they hit you. That is great and all, but it works on things like the dragon. And it will teleport it really far away and can really mess things up. I've had that happen during live streams. I will not be using Repellent. As much as I love it, it's super overpowered. When something hits you, it just immediately teleports away, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's great and all, but it does cause a lot of problems in the long run, so I will not be using that. So as far as kitting yourself out and making yourself ready to fight more mobs, we're missing one huge aspect of that, and that is making sure our hunger always stays satisfied. And as of right now, we don't really have a good way of doing that. We don't have the greatest food in the world, you know, so I figured we can get into Electra Bob's Wizardry because I got this. So if we take a look at Electra Bob's Wizardry, I did end up getting this from one of the chest reward crates called a Bottomless Provisions. This thing is amazing, and it replenishes hunger, and it triggers automatically, which is something you can get from a spell book, which we're going to talk about these spells here in a little bit. Because right now, I'm not really gathering a bunch of them, and I need to be getting them from my mob farm. So if we take a look at this, I'm going to have to work on getting more books. But if we just dive into Electra Bob's Wizardry, it's not that hard. So Electra Bob's Wizardry grants us a magic wand that we can make, right? We also need to make an arcane workbench, or you can find them. You can definitely find towers. I think there's towers nearby. We need to make a little bit of purple dye. Purple dye? Do I have the stuff? Yes, I do. Okay, because we need to make this first. I don't know why they chose purple, but I guess you need a little bit of lapis. So let's get an arcane workbench, and we also need these magic crystals, because this is what's going to allow us to do all the work within this amazing mod, because this thing is very powerful. It can be very powerful. I mainly love it for its resourceful spells, not so much as attack spells. It can have some pretty powerful attack spells, but I'll leave that up to my pretty decent sword over here. So let's take a look at this. If I put it in here, we're going to go ahead and put some crystals in here. Just give it and just refill its mana, which it does use these magic crystals. But we need to get some spells on here, and so far I only have a few. So Novice, I think we can search with this prefix. And if you search with a little hashtag or the pound or the number sign, you can search for specifically novice books. And here we go. I don't know why this is being a little laggy for some reason today. A little bit weird. Maybe there's an item in here that's causing some lag. I'm going to put all the books in my inventory. Yeah, and I find the one that's a little bit causing the problem. You only fit 5, so I do have more than that in my inventory. But what you want to do is just place these novice books, because you only have a novice wand in here, and then hit apply, and you have some unknown spells. First thing you can do with them is start experimenting. Now, keep in mind, don't do this near lava, and don't do this near a mob farm that is sucking up items and destroying them. Because there's a chance, that something can go wrong. Like just right now, this is a bad thing that happened, right? Because I did it wrong. It says you feel an icy chill rush through you. But after figuring that out a couple times, we see now that I can shoot snowballs with this really fast. Look at that. And that's really cool. Now, shift right click or shift scroll wheel will change to the next one, right? And we can start experimenting. Sometimes it says, what just happened? Where am I? Because it's a spell that maybe needs to be worked on, and maybe it requires something different. So like we just were given nausea, right? And some of them need entities and stuff to teleport to. Like, there we go, mind trick. I just hit this with it, my dog, Pandora, and we gave it a little bit of nausea, right? So you just keep trying. So this is a snare. This traps mobs. Thunderbolt. Sometimes it happens right away. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it requires an item to be on the ground. and it will automatically pull it towards you. Ooh, this one. It says the scroll emits a deafening noise, knocks you to the ground. So yeah, like sometimes you might need a mob to test it on. Well, like an actual mob. Or just, yeah, it all depends. Or sometimes it's just like you clicking. Looks like a storm is brewing. That wasn't good. We keep failing. We keep failing this over and over again. But yeah, like I said, sometimes you need a mob for it to work. So that might be the case for this. I don't know. Let's test it on a wither if we can get one to spawn. But this might be really good. And I think one of the early ones you can get is automatically refills your saturation bar. Like, how cool is that? And that's what I need. I'm actually looking for that. So we might actually change our mob farm a little bit just so we can check. Actually, I think there's a bunch of spell books inside my wither skeleton farm. Come to mention it. This isn't going to work, is it? Because it doesn't have the structure anymore to keep it dark. So I just shift right clicked it on a zombie, or not on a zombie, on a villager. And now I have the architect. So shift right click and that's what it does. That's actually kind of a powerful spell. Starting off. So here, yes, we do have some novice spells. It does look like ones that you have yet to discover should show up as a bunch of gibberish. And the ones that you have unlocked will actually now say what they are. So you do want to keep track of them. They are very important. There you go. Mind trick. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try and see what ones I can unlock and then maybe figure out a better way of collecting these books. So I'm thinking about setting up or figuring out how I'm going to filter out these particular books. And I think we can sort like by metadata in a certain way that maybe we'll gather them. I really hope, because I'm just going to take one of these, just any one. I don't think it needs to be like undiscovered or anything. And I need to figure out if I can set it up over here. I'm going to try and place a conduit right here. Let's unset that. And we need to we got to change all this up. This needs to be to 3. This will be to 2. And that'll still be 0. And what I need to do is sort of connect this with a filter on the insert. And I want this filter to say, on the edit filter, I want it to say, okay, I want this to ignore metadata and just pick up any of the Electrobob's wizardry books. I think they're all just spell books with metadata added to them. So if we hit insert, we should start to see them fill this chest. I hope. Right? And this being on whitelist should be correct. It's hard to know. Actually, what I could do is just take this snowball book and leave it on whitelist. Right there. And throw this book in. And hope that, I really like the snowball though. Throw it in and just see what happens. Does it go in there? I mean, it was actually the snowball book. So maybe this needs to be changed. I never know if it's saying it's on whitelist at the moment. Okay, so it definitely destroyed it. Oh, it's because our priority's wrong. Oh my, I feel so dumb right now. All right, let's try this again. Actually, you know what? We could probably just sit here and wait and see if anything shows up. Just kind of let the things happen, you know? Can I access this, by the way, from here? No, I can't. I have to get really close. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything generate yet, which I'm not expecting it to happen super fast. I'm really looking forward to this. So let's maybe try this. This is actually, I don't want to use Arc. Arc's actually a good one. Let's use, man, all these are pretty good actually. Thunderbolt, Snare, Mind Trick. I got 3 Mind Tricks, so let's just use Mind Tricks. All right, and let's see if this works, and then we'll know whether or not this is set to the right mode or not. All right, so we'll throw this in here. Let's make sure it actually picks it up. There it goes. Check over here, and it went in there. So we know that it should work. So any of them that generate will definitely fill this spot. Now, this is always going to be dirt, isn't it? Unless that actually expands. I'm glad that that worked. That worked. Now, let's hope that it's just not on all discovered ones. And will it work on advanced ones? Let's see. So I have some that are advanced, like this is an advanced one. I have no idea what it is, nor will I probably ever know what it is because of how crazy leveled up you have to level these things. Let's test by throwing this in here. Did it pick? It picked it up. All right. It should just be a spell book. And there it goes. Okay. So we're good. We're covered on both fronts. So now all the mobs that are being killed in here, if they do produce spell books, which they should, will start to generate in here and we can start to track them. And by the way, this is starting to get quite full. And as you can see, it holds so many types of items. So many. It's only stored 140 types. Yeah, it stores a lot of crazy. And we already have another vampire book. I feel so dumb. But anyways, I don't want to be a vampire. I need to quit dwelling on that. So now that we have this armor, I kind of want to test it out a little bit. So I have that dragon, if you remember correctly, that has almost 2,000 health. Yeah, I think we might try to kill it. Let's just say I might have a little bit of trouble, but we might be able to take it. At the same time, I'm trying to get far enough away that I can actually have a chance, you know? I have a little bit of flight. I have a little bit of health on me. I don't know. We'll see. Like over here, I think is a good enough place. I think this is going to be good. Okay. We have a little bit of a village. Oh yeah. Like maybe we can distract it. I don't know. Oh, I'm kind of nervous as well. Like what I'm afraid is it's just going to one-shot me and I'm going to feel super stupid for making all this armor that's supposed to be really nice. I do have a fire charm. Its durability is only 16. So I feel like this was incredibly nerfed for, yeah, it was definitely nerfed. This thing usually has a lot of durability, but this has been, you know what? Why? I can make potions. Like this is just a, I have apples though. I have apples, so I should be good. I hope. Oh man, I'm scared. I also have this heal, which should heal me, and I have this, which I'm sure has been nerfed as well. Everything's just been nerfed. Okay. Let's just go after it. Let's just do this. All right, it's not doing much. It's not doing much actually. I'm kind of happy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we've made it mad. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Oh, this armor is so good. I love this armor. Pretty simple to make as well. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. It's gonna set me on fire, but you know what? I don't care. I got you, dragon. I got you this time. What you gonna do about it? You're just gonna take forever to kill. That's all. You know what? You're just gonna take forever to kill. I'm not even gonna shuriken you. I'm just gonna sword you. Oh! Whoa, 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 wait a minute. What did that? Wait. What one-shot me? What was that? Did he bite me? Is that what that was? Was that a bite? What took me down so quick? That's what I want to know. You know, that's what I want to know right now. I have no idea. It wasn't this. Oh, maybe it was my last stand? My last stand definitely saved me, because I think that would have been a one-shot. I have a little bit of experience, but not enough, I don't think. I don't think I have enough to, like... The last stand should prevent me from dying. Alright, there we go. Got a little bit of apple stuff going on. Alright, you're biting me. Let go. Let go. Thank you. So yeah, like dragons are definitely able to be fought now, which is a good thing. Like, and we are down to 900. I just need to pay attention to my health. Not stand still for too long, because this needs to be a fair fight, you know? As if the dragon even had a chance. Oh, that fireball. What? You think maybe that's what killed me? This guy is not having fun right now. This guy is mad. Mad, mad, mad. Oh, right there. Why? What did that? I don't know. Like, it definitely, like, Last Stand definitely saved me. Because you can see my experience went down. Alright, we're getting close. Ooh, little bit of a lag spike. That's okay. We'll recover. Maybe. Yeah, we'll recover. 400 health. Not much left there. Not much left there. Let's let our thing regenerate. Alright, down to 5. Let go of me. You don't want none of this? Okay, we died. Like, I don't know what one-shot us. Huh. But what I am going to do, I'm going to make sure I have enough experience in here. Like, I'm going to grab a bunch of my, like, all my experience that I have. Wow. That, whatever that is, one-shots you. For whatever reason, I don't know, but we still keep our armor on us. My sword, I thought, had Last Stand on it. But apparently, it can still kill you. I don't know why. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's finish this. Let's finish this. All right, let's finish this, dragon. You have a lot of health. All right, you're not a threat to me anymore. I keep my armor when I die. You know what? And get wrecked. I still can't believe that I'm gonna go ahead and skin this guy. That sounds really gross, by the way. So we ended up taking this guy out, but I don't. What is it that killed me? Maybe you guys let me know down in the comments. Like, you guys might see something that I am not seeing. You know? Come here. I'm gonna rabbit's foot. I can never get a rabbit's foot modded. I don't know why. Still no rabbit's foot. Man, I never get lucky. Anyways, I don't know what that was, but having Last Stand is supposed to take us. I mean, we have Last Stand too. It's supposed to help us out a little bit. I don't exactly know what done that. Definitely our fire charm is basically useless. We need to just make fire resistance potions. I think that will be way more, like 8-minute fire resistance potions when we go to fight these guys. Because, I mean, otherwise, like, there's no point. There's no point in all. But, man, this armor is powerful. We basically take no damage, and we instantly heal because of the purple cow. And as you can see, I'm standing next to this mob. Look at this. It's hitting me, but it didn't even know I was there until last minute. It's because of the shadow step. And another cool thing about shadow step that you may not see right away is we get this nice little cloud under our feet, which is another cool perk of it. So I'm kind of speechless right now because I was clearing out my mob farm over here. I was just kind of doing some work with the intestines. And I was like, you know what? I should just open up all the intestines. I had like 6 stacks of intestines. And I'm sitting here just clicking them into the world. And I got 2 nether stars from that. And 2 diamonds. But most of all, I got 2 nether stars from that. Excuse me. Yeah, if you have a mob farm and you have some intestines laying around, do not throw them away. Because out of 6 stacks, I ended up getting 2 nether stars, which is pretty good. And you can get those early on. Like, what? That's a crazy drop. I honestly want to check the... I wonder if there's a config for what can drop out of the intestines. Like, that is crazy that nether stars are a part of that drop list. Out of everything. This was literally everything. Like, we got the ink sacks, we got the slime balls, we got the beetroot seeds, we got the fang tooth. I don't know why these are in here, but they are in there. But these are in here as well. Just so you want, just in case you wanted to know that. So guys, I think today has been a very productive episode. We got a lot done, and I'm just looking forward to some more. I think next episode we're going to work on power. I think that's something we're definitely lacking on, and we need to upgrade our power infrastructure, get that set up so we can become the best us that we can possibly be in the game. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also ring that notification bell so you can stay notified when I do post a new video such as this. Also, if you haven't already smacked that like button, I recommend doing that as well. Guys, I hope to see you in the next one, and as always, thanks for watching.